Today, we're going to answer the question, do I need to add ID3 tags to my podcast?
The School of Podcasting with Dave Jackson.
Hey, I'm Dave Jackson from the schoolofpodcasting.com, where I help you start your podcast and grow your influence. And I don't know why, maybe because, well, people like this and another video like this are saying that you can get more visitors, more listeners to your podcast by adding ID3 tags. And you don't hear this word a lot, but I tend to feel that's wrong. Like, what? Let me explain what ID3 tags are. They're basically, if you think of them like you have a tree, you know me, I love my analogies. There's a tree, then you cut the tree down and you look at the inside, the rings give you information on the tree. Well, an ID3 tag is inside the MP3 file. And so my question is, how is Google getting inside the MP3 file? I understand when you alt tag like an image, that's actually in the code of the website. Your ID3 tags do not appear in your website. And to the best of my knowledge, Google is not going inside the MP3 file. And so let me give you some examples here. I'm going to pull up a particular software here. This is called MP3 tag. Let me switch over here. And what's cool about, you can see here, if I click on these are the tags. So all I put here is the title of the episode, the artist, the track number. If I wanted to, I could put podcast here. If you're using Hindenburg Journalist, you can go up to File and choose Properties, and here's your ID3 tags for that. The thing I like about MP3 tag is they have this cool thing where if I had a brand new file here, I could right click on this and choose Tag Copy, and then go to the other one and go Tab Paste, and it would paste those particular tags into the new file, and I could just update the title, etc., etc. So the reason I still use them is because they were really, really popular back in, say, 2006-ish, before the iPod, when you had awesome things like the Rio, or how about this one, the iRiver. I loved the iRiver. It was cool. And you would basically, those would show the ID3 tags in those little players. Then the iPod came along, then smartphones came along, and all of a sudden one day we all just woke up and Apple Podcast wasn't using them anymore. And right now, the only one I know, I think, is I know Overcast uses the image. It pulls the image, but the only time now is if somebody pulls your file. Let's say they go to your website, they download your file because they want to listen at work. Not that they're still working, of course. But they download your file to, let's say, their desktop, and they're on a computer, on a Windows PC, and they start to play, and it opens up in Windows Media Player. Well, if there's no ID3 tags, it looks like this. Yeah, the gray music note of death. Whereas if you've added the tags, it looks like that. Pretty cool. Now, how often does that happen? Not very. So is it that important? Not really. And there are media hosts like Blueberry and Libsyn and probably a few others that will actually add the ID3 tags for you. If you forget them, is it the end of the world? No, you kind of look like a hack when you have the gray music note of death. And the other reason I still add them is, as quickly as some of the apps just said, we're not using them anymore, you never know when they go, we're going to use them again. And it would be nice if that information is already there. And as you saw, it takes less than a minute, probably 30 seconds, maybe 15 seconds, because you've already got the title of your show and you know all that information. All you basically need is your image. So do I need to add ID3 tags to my podcast episode? My answer is no, not really. Should you? Yeah, I still do, because you never know when they're going to switch back and start using them. So that's my tip for today. If you want more tips, you can subscribe to my channel. You can go out to schoolofpodcasting.com, where again, I help you plan and start your podcast and then grow your influence. Thanks for watching.